Hi, welcome back. Thanks for joining in today. So just to recap, we're talking about Moses. And initially we talked about Moses in the burning bush. And yesterday we were talking about that God hears our voice when we cry out. Also in Exodus 3, it talked about some of the signs that God gave to Moses to show to Pharaoh. His hand going in his cloak, coming out leprous, his staff on the ground turning into a snake, and using that staff to hold over water to turn it into blood. And in verse 20, it says about Moses, he took the staff of God in his hand and he was heading off to Egypt. It was just an ordinary staff up to that point. It was what he used in his ordinary life. He was a shepherd. It was the tool of his trade. And yet all of a sudden, it's referred to as God's instrument. What was his everyday had become God's tool. His ordinary had become extraordinary. I think about when I was growing up with my mum. She was a single mum for most of my childhood. And I remember people from the church group that we were a part of coming around my mum and using their ordinary to bless us as a family. We had a car given to us, amazing blessing. And then we had one of those men from that church saying, whenever that car needs servicing, I'm going to come and do that for you for free. His ordinary, such an incredible blessing to our family. Another man too just said, whatever you need doing around your house, I'm a handyman, I'll come and get that done for you. They'd taken their ordinary and allowed God to work through their ordinary to become extraordinary. I still remember to this day the blessing those three men in particular were to our family. They were using what God had given them and what was in their hand to outreach to others. So, what do you have that's your ordinary and everyday? What is it that you take for granted about your life that seems simple, but God can use it for other people? He can work through you into other people's lives. Why don't you spend some time today talking to God about what could that be? What is your ordinary that He's wanting to use? And what could that look like? Spend some time today talking to God about that.